Okay, 21-11, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. 4,200 games for opponent, exactly the same rating in Bullet as well. Okay, goes for this line. I think e6 is the correct move. What do we want to do? Let's play knight up and just drop back. Although we're just going to try and develop in castle, but let's just drop back, look to push. Actually, we could do g6 now. We haven't moved our bishop. I think c5 is still playable, but you've got these ideas, haven't you? So I don't want to do it. I can't quite remember there. I'm just going to develop and try and challenge this and just get castled. He might actually fly right down the board, he might do, but it's only blitzchess, isn't it? If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Yeah, that's what he's doing, but he's done it before I've committed to castling, you see, so I'm just going to meet that head on and not commit to castling just yet. I still like the idea of c5 as a principle, and he might be looking to sack. I don't think a sack works immediately, but the problem is as soon as I do this, he comes down, doesn't he? Yeah, let's spend a move just guarding this to prepare c5. Oh, he has castled. I didn't expect that. Okay, sacrifices might work, but I'm going to stay kingside and try and push. If they work, they work. I see it's only blitz, you can't take forever to try and calculate everything, but we can see the concept that everything's just going to crash through the kingside at some point. So we're just trying to open things up, develop. He wants to sack, so is queen across a move? I think queen across is a move here, so I'm just going to shuffle over just to guard. You know, should he sack immediately? And we're threatening to push or take. Oh, he trapped his bishop. He might have to do it now. He's just trapped his bishop. It might be good for him, though. It might be good because it's kind of what he's aiming for anyway, so it might not be too much of a fuss. And this is permanently weak now. Knight back to guard, but then you're playing basically a knight down. The knight needs to move, though, doesn't it? Because this is a bit of a problem. I know it's guarded right now, but it's a bit of a problem. Can I go here and effectively sack an exchange back then? Oh, I'm not sure, not sure. I'm going to do it so it gives me the option of knight back, and we might end up getting the knight in and giving an exchange back. It's a really dangerous position, this. Okay, knight back now and releases the bishop, so I think we're just going to let him take there. Now, do I take this way, though, and bring a pawn across? That could be useful. The other option is this. Yeah, I'm just going to take myself. But now I need to get the rook across this side of the board. So what do we do? I guess the first step is get the knight up. I mean, he's still lining up sacrifices galore. So let's just push our pawn. Hope we're defending. If we're not, we're not. It's just chess. Actually, I've got knight round, haven't I? Why didn't I do that immediately? Because this pawn is still well guarded. So knight f5 stops white playing f5. And so you'll look at this at some point. Takes doesn't work right now. Yeah, he's just played it immediately. It's okay, bishop down, so we're going to have to try this, aren't we? But do we go here first? I'm going to drop the knight back and hit this bishop. I think I need to leave this knight here. I think I do, but I might be wrong. At least until I can fully activate the rook. And I'm going to try and push here as well. It opens the file up and he's got an extra rook, so it's dangerous. Oh, but now I can get rid of that bishop, right? And then just come here with the other knight now. And now he's got a pawn that we can target. So if I play queen up, can he sack? Takes, queen takes the pawn. It seems good to me, but it's dangerous even if I win the pawn because it opens the file for his rooks. Risk and reward with all chess moves. And at some point we want to try and push. The bishop needs to go somewhere, the rook needs to come across. But it feels like it's good for us if we can get the queen off, which we've done. Okay, it feels like we should be alright now, barring calamities, but we might have just given ourselves a calamity. Ooh, I mean, maybe I can play knight across for a move and hit the rook, but I can't guard both pawns, can I? So, does it matter which we lose? Well, I don't think I can afford to lose this one. It's going to have to be this, isn't it? So, what do I do? Bishop here. I'm going to have to go here and allow knight takes, and so all three of these could collapse basically now in a hurry. What do we do now? That's not quite going according to plan, is it? I'm going to play king up and hit the knight. Knight in, I assume we can just attack the knight and there's no great escapes. Actually, no, he just hits a pawn, doesn't he? Why did I do that? I mean, maybe I've got rook across and we can trade something, but I feel like I've completely nosed this one up. Oh, he's gone back that way though, but it's the same concept, attacking the pawn. Let's just bring the rook across then. Oh, he's happy to trade, okay. I'm going to come across. I don't think he'll trade here, but he might do. That's the problem. But I've got no real easy counterplay unless we can break through here. We've got the extra piece, but he's got a really dangerous pawn. But I think he needs to keep his knight on the board. Check, I just dropped back, and I don't think he's going too far. Maybe he can repeat, but... Oh, he's coming offering the knight trade. And I can't really deny it, can I? Bishop up. Takes, pawn down. Actually, that might be better. Bishop up. Knight takes, pawn takes. Yeah, let's play bishop up. I don't think I can do a massive amount here. It's all about his pawns, isn't it? You can see I've pre-moved to take back there because of the different colours. Okay, so king up is a move. That might be nice, but it could actually be a mating net we're walking into. This pawn is loose, but I've got bishop back. So let's drop back. And again, he's got this sort of concept, so I might have to move my bishop. Where do we go? Okay, he's allowed me a move to develop my bishop, so we might actually be able to push here as well. I think I go here, lining up a pawn push, and then he's suddenly got some defensive duties, so let's push on. Now we've got a very nice square for the king. So rook down, bishop up. I think I have to go forward. I couldn't go back because of check. I just need to get my bishop somehow in and not lose this bishop. Okay, so there. We hit the rook and we're going to try and do something like this if we can. And we... Oh, actually I say we can. He can just push. Well, maybe we can't. Ah, we can go here and we've got the option this side. Oh boy, it's tough, isn't it? You think surely I can sack the bishop for a pawn. It's whether he gets my other pawns. But I've got a very dangerous check threat. His rook's not defending. And we're very close to getting in. So is there a checkmate here? I can obviously push now. His king can't run this way at all. So king up and it's a mate threat, right? Let's push. We just need 2 moves and then we can mate our queen depending on how it pans out. So rook across, king up. He's gone after the right bishop, so I think we just step up. We're threatening check, and that's just check and queen, so that's a big threat. And he's got connected pawns, but I think we can stop them if we get rid of his rook. So does he have to do it now? Check, takes. It's got to be winning, hasn't it? It's got to be, but I've got king up, so do I need to do it? King up allows bishop check, right? Yeah, I think we just play king up and come in with the bishop. As long as I can sack. And if his rook wanders off, then I just go this way and it's a mate threat. So he has to guard the mate in one threat. And we're threatening just here and here. Yeah, I think we just step up now. Okay, but now we just come back. Okay. He's out of time. He's done really well actually, hasn't he? But he's out of time. Okay, we managed to get there in the end. Let's see how the engine says we played there. I have a feeling we messed up the ending. It was probably a smoother win that we missed, but let's just see. We have 61 moves. That's a lot of moves. There's the move times for both players. Let's request an analysis. Yeah, we did mess up the ending there, so we're much, much, much better, and it's back to level, so we've completely bungled it. We had a mate in 4 here. We just didn't see it. Oh, we'd been much better here as well, and so we're both blundering quite a bit. Yeah, there's quite a lot of blunders in this game, so we're much worse out of the opening. So what is it, 86 versus 81%, 51 and 58 the CPL, and 5 blunders each. So in the opening here, we're both blundering all over the place. Yeah, queen across was a mistake. Just play the knight up and don't worry about the sacrifice the engine is saying. But then we found ourselves better here. Then we've gone back slightly worse, but we're much better in this position. And what did we do wrong here? Okay, we should have just played bishop up here and hit the knight. So it's a tricky position though. It's easy to see how you go wrong. But then in this position, we have a forced mate in 3 and we didn't play it right. So what did we do? Oh, we've got bishop in over instead. Then the king will have to go back. Then we check here and then we queen. So I could see that concept. I just didn't see that sequence. I didn't take the time to find it, so I've got it there. Bishop check. The only legal move for the king is to go back. Bishop check on d2. Come back again. Promote to a queen, and that's checkmate. Okay, that would have been nice to see, but obviously in this position we've actually bungled it back to level. But my opponent's only down to 2 seconds left. So that's actually a theoretical draw, but like I say, opponent was down to 2 seconds, so it doesn't really matter what I do there. But we got a bit lucky with that one then.